Welcome back to Drafted, your show for the D&D drafts and conversations you love. I am Tate, and this is Graham.
Hello?
This week we are doing the long-awaited draft of the canonical D&D character with the best lore.
Yes, we are. We were going to base this on coolness at some point, but we decided lore was a better one.
Just because it doesn't make sense. Like, cool is just a favorite, and favorite you can't debate.
Yeah, unless it's something like Gem Dragons, or I guess our Dragons draft as a whole, where it's just like, some of these are objectively cooler than the others.
Yeah, but I don't like doing those because that might make people mad at us.
Yeah, different opinions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like people are able to have their own opinions.
How egregiously wrong of them. Just a quick update on this season. I believe we decided that our next episode would be at our second Aura draft, going back to the second episode, I believe, with D&D species.
What was it gonna be?
It was Final Bosses.
Based
on Aura, which I'm very excited for. And then after that,
yes,
we have Legendary Wondrous items based on their usefulness in real life.
Yes.
So that will be quite fun. That might change at some point in the next couple weeks, but hopefully that's our lineup.
All right. Shall we roll initiative, as it were?
Before we do that, I think we should determine what we're going to do if it's a tie.
Yes. Well, so as we know, if it's a tie, we have to come up with a character based on the rank that was selected.
Yes.
First of all, we can't really roll a D18.
We can... We'll figure something out. We could just say, on a 19 or 20 reroll, but...
Yeah.
Also, I have 19 here.
Yeah, one of them is not going to be drafted.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be Yolande.
I would assume so.
Yes.
I think the top few will be interesting because we did different levels of research. So
I don't do research for these very often.
Neither do I, but I made an exception for the canon D&D characters because I didn't know a whole lot about their lore.
I made an exception by using my laptop instead of my iPad because my laptop can actually use a browser successfully.
That is very smart.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think if it's a tie, you have to incorporate an element that is used in the character. So, for example, if we have a tiebreaker and mine is Karlach, I could integrate the Infernal Engine.
Yes, or just link it into the character's lore somehow.
Yeah.
But, let's hope there's not, since there's 18 different characters.
Yeah, this might be a long one. I think at 9 we can review what we have.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes. Alright, now let's actually roll initiative, I guess.
Yes.
I got a 16.
I got a 16.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Okay, we can re-roll, I guess.
Roll again.
We can just do a roll off. Oh, you're gonna love this one, Graham.
Yay.
That, my friend, is a natural 1. Yippee.
Oh, that was crazy close. I got a 7.
Oh.
If that had a little more momentum, it would have tipped to a 1.
That would have been so funny. That would have been so clutch.
Alright. So, for my first pick, I will be taking Vecna. Not
my first pick.
Not character from Stranger Things, although he is also very cool and has some pretty cool lore.
Max wasn't the only one running up that hill.
There we go. Okay. Vecna. Let me just get the specifics of his lore. He, as we discussed a little bit episode with the Sword of Cass, he was a man who...
Wow, really? He was a man?
Maybe he started as a lich. Who knows? He started as a man, and he became a lich through his search for immortality.
Yes.
All right. He is widely considered the most powerful lich in history.
Sure.
He famously is missing his left hand and left eye.
In some cases, left arm.
Yes,
But
I
it's
think
usually
that's
left hand.
dumb.
That's in Eddie's campaign.
That is true.
It's
no
not
longer dumb.
dumb anymore.
Okay. So, even though Vecna is considered a deity, he did not rule any singular plane of existence or demiplane, but instead had a tower of, I believe, obsidian in the plane of Ash.
Mm-hmm.
And he was well acquainted with Asmodeus. They communicated and helped each other with a few things. He has the whole lore with Cass where he gives Cass a sword, which is sentient, and then the sword convinces Cass to betray him.
Wait, Cass has a sword? I thought he had an accordion.
A bendy sword.
No. For bozos who don't understand, Cass was I believe, the accordion guy in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I didn't even get that. Breath of the Wild kicked him out of TOTK.
It's true. That was
Tragedy.
not very nice.
That was very sad.
It's just like Poshanka replacing Cornifer.
Yes.
Even though Poshanka is fine.
Yeah, I like Chakra. Silk Song and Hollow Knight, by the way. Anyway.
Oh, no, I'm sure they understand. And if they don't understand, they do not understand.
That's true, yeah. So Vecna was enemies with the Raven Queen.
Yes.
By many accounts, he created the famous Book of Vile Darkness.
Yes.
He is the only being in the history of the multiverse to successfully invade the City of Doors.
Yes.
And then he got kicked out, but he was still there. So, back to the Cass lore. If you didn't listen to the last episode.
Why would you not listen to this one?
Cass followed his sword's instructions and betrayed Asmodeus. Betrayed Vecna. They had this sick battle at the foot of Vecna's throne. Cass dies.
Yes.
His soul is now also in the Sword of Cass. In the fight,
Yes.
Vecna loses his left hand and left eye.
Yes.
So, that is Vecna's lore.
Yes.
We'll come back to that when we're ranking them, but that's it.
Okay. So, that's interesting. I think my first pick is Tasha.
Knew it.
Also known as Natasha. Also known as Igwilv the Witch Queen. Also known as the Witch Queen. Also known as... yeah, there's a lot of names.
Yes.
But... so, Tasha was, I believe, so, she was born in Oerth, which I believe is... which one is that one?
Oerth?
Oerth.
That's a great question. It might be another name for one of the famous ones.
I know it is. Oh, it's the planet that the Forgotten Realms is on.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So, yeah.
Which includes, what's the island?
Cholt,
Cholt.
which is where Sararak lives.
Yes.
Yes. He played Joust with Wade Watts in Ready Player One.
This is true. We did not have a Sararak on here.
That's true. Sararak doesn't really count because he's been there forever, but he doesn't have
That's true. As I was
too much lore.
making the list for the next draft in terms of D&D villains,
Yes.
I realized that we left out some of them, but it's fine.
Yes. Okay, so she was adopted by Baba Yaga.
This is true. I thought that D&D's decision to include Baba Yaga was kind of cool.
What is Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga is a really old folktale,
Yeah.
and she's basically the same in D&D.
Doesn't she just steal children like most folk tales do?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She's an old woman.
What are you implying about old women?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyway, so she was adopted by Baba Yaga and lived in the Feywild for a while. And then, yeah. Baba Yaga's hut is pretty funny. It's a hut on chicken legs.
It is.
Tasha spent most of her childhood in the Feywild. By some sources, playing hide and seek with furbolgs. Furbolgs can cast invisibility on themselves, so that was fun. And
Tasha has notes in Tasha's Cauldron and everything saying, like, I was kind of stupid back then, but it was still fun.
Yeah. But then at some point she moved to Niflheim.
Yeah.
Which is in Hades. And then she there's at some point she met with the demon lord. I'm gonna Grozitz. That's not what it is, but yeah.
Is it not?
It's Grazzt, but that's fine. It's not Grozitz because there's
Grozd.
Gro-
Doesn't sound good. I think it's Grozd.
I don't know. She interacts with Grozd a lot. And
they have a strange relationship.
in some tales they were lovers, in some tales they were enemies. But I feel like they're both trying to use each other.
Yeah, so evidently at least one point in their lives they were prisoners of each other. So like
Yeah.
And during both of those times they had an heir together. So
Yes.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Twice. Anyway.
But yeah, so she has a lot of ties with the Abyss.
She does.
Yeah, she wrote the Demonomicon of Igwilv. And she also created many spells such as Tasha's Caustic Brew, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and Tasha's Mind Whip, I think.
Yeah. Cool spell.
Tasha's Otherworldly Guise.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has cool lore, mostly because she's like pretty mysterious, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But she's also kind of friendly. She's like,
That's true.
alignment wise, she's not a good person.
She is definitely the nicest of all of the people who comment on the D&D books.
That is true. Yeah, because then the other people you got is Xanathar. I guess Volo, but Volo's kind of jerk in my opinion. So.
Yeah. Also, Mordenkainen. Hot take: Mordenkainen is not nice.
Yeah, that is true.
Mordenkainen bad.
Does that mean you won't be picking Mordenkainen today?
I doubt it.
He still has pretty cool lore.
We'll see. He has cool lore. He has a cool dumb weapon.
He does.
But I doubt I'll pick him because he's not very nice.
True. Okay. I will be picking Karlach.
Yes. Okay, guys. Let's be mature semi-adults here. Not Karlach because Karlach. She has good lore.
She does have very good lore. Okay. So, Karlach fought in the Blood War. I believe she was captured during the Blood War, correct?
You're the one who's played BG3, bro.
Yeah, but I haven't played that far.
Yeah, I don't know anything of it, bro.
Okay. So, Karlach, if I remember this correctly, was captured before the Blood War.
Yeah.
By Zariel. And when she couldn't persuade Karlach to join her cause, she installed an infernal engine in Karlach's heart.
I believe she replaced
Karlach's heart with an infernal engine.
Oh, I don't want to.
If
her favorite food is mutton chops.
That tracks a lot. Okay. So she also escaped with the main character and Shadowheart and
with Dirge,
Lysel. Unfortunately, if Karlach is away from the Nine Hells or Avernus as a whole for too long, the heart will explode and kill her.
Boom.
So this is all after the Blood War has already happened.
Yes.
So she meets a character named Will, not an IW.
Will Byers?
Not Will Byers.
Does he have a boat?
Thankfully, no.
Oh.
But he is the one who wields the Blade of Avernus. Oh. And after the events of Baldur's Gate 3, I believe they go devil hunting through the Nine Hells together.
Yes. Oh, I have some. I'm on the Forgotten Realms wiki real quick.
Yeah.
A really funny thing about Karlach is her mother's name was Karlach.
Wow.
And probably your grandmother's name was Sarlach or something.
Sarlacc? The Sarlacc?
It's all connected.
Of the Jedi?
Coincidence?
I think
not.
Okay. Karlach also has a tadpole in her head, as do characters such as Will and Lysel and Shadowheart and Asterion.
And Dirge sometimes.
And Dirge. All the characters from...
Everyone has a worm in their head.
Yep. It's pretty cool, though, because you can access, like, psionic powers with it if you're skilled.
That's true.
Anyway, that's my pick. I have
Isn't there
Vecna and
also a
Karlach.
really funny cutscene related to that in the game? Holy voice crack, bro.
Although the opening cutscene of Baldur's Gate 3 is sick.
Oh, yeah, I know of it.
It's just the Nautiloid,
Yeah.
like, glitching in and out of different dimensions, being chased by Gith on dragons.
Okay.
Cool.
Those are Githzerai then.
Yes. All right.
Your
turn. Please don't pick.
Asterion.
Asterion?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Nothing. Continue.
Were you gonna pick Asmodeus?
I was not. Well, actually, I might have. Mostly because Asmodeus is so crucial to my first and favorite character's lore. But
Okay.
continue. Describe Asterion. He's pretty cool.
Okay. He has a D&D book out now.
Oh, does he?
He does.
Nice. That's cool. He is also in Baldur's Gate 3. He also has a tadpole in his head.
That's true. He was a high elf. He was not an extremely high elf, though. He was just a normal high elf. And he died, and then he was a vampire. And the traumatizing quote on his wiki page is just, "Darling, you are simply delicious."
Yeah, he's basically a stereotypical vampire, but sneakier and cooler with white hair,
Stealth plus.
as all overpowered anime characters have. Not all, but an absurd amount.
I disagree.
I mean, let's see. You have
Colossus
other than Saitama.
The
who has
Colossus Titan doesn't have hair.
He's not that overpowered, though. Also, AOT is kind of outside the realm of like shonen anime.
It's not shonen, but it's still very big.
It is. But like,
One could say that it's
let's see.
massive.
One could indeed say it is massive. You have like Gear 5 Luffy. I have never watched One Piece, but I should. Gear 5 Luffy
Yes.
has white hair.
Okay.
I believe a form of Goku has white hair.
Yes.
You have...
No. He's blonde.
Well, yeah, but he has like a dozen forms. I believe the final form of Ichigo from Bleach has white hair. You have the nine-tailed fox in Naruto. You have the,
not white
the
hair.
fox, but the nine-tailed form of Naruto has white hair.
It's not white.
I'm pretty sure it's white.
It's yellow.
Well, his base hair is yellow, yeah, but
It's more white, but it's still low.
yes. Anyway, main character of Tokyo Ghoul, Gojo, Kakashi.
Kakashi's not that overpowered.
Yeah, but he's pretty sick.
Kakashi gets owned pretty fast.
He
I
does.
think.
Itachi beats him up. Okay.
It's been a long time since I watched it.
I just know this because my brother is watching it right now. Anyway, we went on a tangent. Back to Asterion.
Yeah.
Will do.
So he's a talented rogue, and he is one of the most overpowered characters ever because he is a mind flayer tadpole. He doesn't get hurt by daylight. He can move through running water fine, and he can enter your house without asking.
Does he have any like vampire traits?
Yeah, because he can make spawn and he can bite people.
Oh, dang.
But he is the most overpowered. Like, he's pretty much the most overpowered vampire ever.
Wow. Just realized we didn't have Strahd von Zarovich on here.
Zarovich.
Pretty sure it's Zarovich.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's Zarovich.
sure.
It's Zarovich.
If you say so. Alright. Anything else on Asterion?
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. I've also heard tell that his book is fine.
Yeah.
Asterion's Book of Hungers.
I will be taking Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Father of Tieflings.
Yeah.
The...
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Not all of them.
Not all of
But he
them.
made the first one, which means he's the father of Tieflings. He is also
No.
the... Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's his title, at least.
That's true.
Anyway, He was the direct father of my first D&D character, Mordai the Misunderstood. Absolutely peak. I spelled misunderstood wrong. I only did one S. Anyway, actually, no, I did.
There only
I
one
did
S?
two S's. I did two S's. I was very smart. Okay.
Yes.
He is basically... He's very polite. He puts law before evil, which I think is very cool, considering his alignment is lawful evil, but he'd rather have order than evil. He fought in the Blood War against many demon lords. He's a very skilled politician. He's basically a chess master. He's playing so many different pieces at once.
Magnus Carlsen.
He is Magnus Carlsen.
This is what happens to Magnus Carlsen.
Yeah. Anyway, he's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want you to take what I would have for my number 4.
I guarantee it's not.
Okay. I really hope so.
It's Volothamp Gedarm.
Oh, screw this guy. Although he does have some pretty sick lore.
That's true. Volothamp Gedarm. That's a really cool name.
Sure. I disagree, but whatever.
Volothamp?
Volothamp is a cool name. What's his last name again?
Gedarm.
Okay, yeah.
That's not a cool name.
Continue.
Yeah, he just kind of looks like a picture of just, I would say Spanish or Portuguese nobility.
Probably Portuguese.
And I think that's very cool because that's how I base most of my nobles in D&D.
Nice.
He's
got the very puffy sleeves.
That's true, the puffy sleeves. He has also documented more monsters than anyone has canonically in D&D.
True.
He made Volo's Guide, which is the basis for Monsters of the Multiverse.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has a lot of them. He's also a wizard, allegedly.
Do you know the really cool lore about him?
No.
He's a weave anchor.
What?
Which means, basically, he was chosen by a god to be, like, one of the centers of magic.
So wouldn't he be a sorcerer?
Who knows? But that would actually be a pretty sick backstory for a sorcerer.
He also has a funny spell called Volo's Snatch that only he can use.
Yeah, what does it do? Is it just like
snatch?
Yoink.
You can steal small tools and weapons, keys, or usually tarts.
What? Okay, sure. Why not?
But I don't know. I think it's cool how, like, Volo's just this kind of a bumbling bozo.
Yeah. But in Baldur's Gate 3, I might have mentioned this before on mic, but, so he is been captured by goblins, and you find him.
Yes.
And he is, like, begging you to get him out, and he's kind of rude and kind of cocky.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get him out, and he's like, so, you seem to know a lot about goblins. Can you tell me about it so I can write my book? And you tell him about it, and he keeps insisting that you put dragons in there, because dragons are cool. And while I cannot argue with the fact that dragons are cool,
yes,
it's not a very accurate portrayal of goblins.
Wait, how do you put the...
I don't know. He just keeps looking for ways to, like, incorporate dragons into his story.
Yeah, he is absolutely a bozo, and yet he has interacted, like, semi-peacefully with most, like, terrifying creatures, like giants and stuff.
That is true.
I don't know, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
He's well-traveled, even though he's kind of a bozo.
Yes.
He gives Samwise Gamgee vibes.
Yes. I would argue that Samwise Gamgee is better any day of the week. Not necessarily because of my prejudice against Volo, but because Samwise Gamgee is peak. Anyway, is that all?
Yes.
Okay, for my number 4, I will be taking Shadowheart.
Okay, what? Can I get some lore, please?
You can, in fact, get some lore.
From what I've found, Shadowheart doesn't have very interesting lore.
In terms of lore, she has cool lore. So, Shadowheart is a cleric of Shar.
Yes.
At least at the beginning of Baldur's Gate 3.
Shard.
Sure. And Shadowheart was kidnapped as a child and brainwashed.
As a child.
Yes. And now Shadowheart basically knows nothing about herself or her past. She just knows Shar. And
Shar.
Judging by what path you take in Baldur's Gate 3 with her character interactions, you can persuade her to reject Shar and instead worship Saloon.
Yes.
Who is Shar's enemy. And I think that is very cool. You can basically just change her religious thinking.
Okay.
She also has a tadpole on her head and has a fear of wolves.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Can't you also, like, change anyone's class in BD3 if you want?
Not really. You can change your own class. You can multi-class. I don't think you can multi-class like 4 times, but...
that's a shame.
You can multi-class at least twice. You might be able to have some of the characters multi-class, but I don't think you can. Because you're mainly playing as your character.
You should make Shadowheart. You should see if you can make Shadowheart multi-class with Barbarian.
That'd be fun.
Or you can make Karlach be a wizard.
That would just not work.
Trust.
At all.
Trust.
Anyway.
Yep.
That's it. Shadowheart's pretty cool.
Yep.
Your turn.
In the art on the wiki, it looks like she has a D20.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Metagaming.
Sure. Shadowheart, also as a cleric, is very helpful. Because my character, I played Sorcerer, and then the only other character you have to play with currently at my point in the game is Will, and he is a...
Bum?
No.
Oh.
He might be a fighter.
Oh.
I think he's a fighter.
Okay.
Or, no, he's a warlock.
Oh.
Yeah. Forgot about that, because he has Evard's Black Tentacles. Evard, a character that might come up today.
Yes.
Alright, that's my pick.
Okay. So, I have found that I'm picking Big B. So, yeah. I think Big B's cool.
Yeah.
But, he was an associate of Mordenkainen and a member of the Circle of the Eight, but him and Otiluk were killed by Rary. And then someone reincarnated Bigby. I believe he used to be an elf or a human. He was a human. Or no, he was something, and then he got reincarnated as a human, and then he died to a frost giant, and then he became a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
And he is... A lot of his spells have to do with hands.
That's true.
Because hand.
Yes.
Like Bigby's hand... let's see. Bigby's forceful hand, Bigby's interposing hand, Bigby's clenched fist, Bigby's crushing hand, and Bigby's grasping hand, even though they're just hands. He also has a lot of... He's just really well traveled.
Yeah.
And he has good lore, and I also think it's really funny because he's a little gnome with a massive spellbook. And that's mainly why he invented Bigby's hand.
That's true.
Yes.
That is funny.
The man with the black tentacles.
The man with the black tentacles. Evard is Mordenkainen's enemy/rival, depending on who you ask. He originated as a minor noble who dedicated his life to finding dangerous secrets to carve his name into history.
Yes.
He created the spells Evard's Menacing Tentacles,
They're black tentacles.
Evard's Black Tentacles, and Evard's Dark Devotion.
I see.
He is most prominently featured in 4E.
Yes.
But he operated as an information broker and would sell his secrets to the highest bidders.
Oh, nice.
So, that's pretty cool.
Nice. Alright. Minsk and Boo.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
I think. Okay, they're not in the wiki. 1 second. And
a couple of these will just come down to, like, this guy was in the Circle of 8.
Yep.
And that's all I could find.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Minsk and Boo is not a thing, but just Minsk was a thing in the wiki. So he is known as the Stone Lord. He is one of the few characters that has had the same art throughout his life in D&D.
Yeah.
He has always been wearing some sort of chainmail, He has always had a purple tattoo on his head,
Yes.
and he's always been bald.
True.
And he also talks. He is known for talking to his friend Boo, who he thinks is a miniature giant space hamster.
It's just a hamster.
Nuh-uh. I trust. He is a little special. But I believe he is a ranger. I don't think he's a barbarian. Yeah, he's just a ranger.
Yeah. Which is a very interesting considering
Yes,
his...
but he's also melee build.
True.
And he's very well traveled and has done a lot of pretty good stuff. And he's just a bit of a goober, and he has a hamster.
Yes.
And I feel like that's all you really need in a D&D character.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You are blasting me out of the water on this one, but I think it's funny if I just get the worst ones.
Yeah, it's completely valid. I will be taking Nice Stool.
Nice stool.
Number 6. Nice Stool is part of the Circle of 8.
Wow.
I believe it's a he,
Yes.
but Nice Stool usually
Yes. Light and darkness.
dealt in magic of light and darkness. Yeah.
Yes.
He is described as a gangling beanpole by his fellow wizards on the Circle of 8, which is kind of funny.
He also took on the guise of a fair elven maid when traveling, knowing that brave knights and stalwart paladins eagerly offered protection to such a delicate creature.
That's very funny and kind of genius. So,
It's also a little sexist, but whatever.
Nice Stool,
Nice.
very tall.
Nice stool. He's like 5'9".
He is, in fact, 6 foot, the number after 6.
Oh.
He...
Actually, no, he's 6.583 feet tall.
Sure. He was born to a wealthy noble family and was forced to go
Yes.
into hiding after his family was charged with treason.
Yes.
He was raised by monks.
Monkey.
Yes.
But not Punch Monkey.
I think it is cool because he dealt primarily in magic of light and darkness and illusions,
Yes.
which are underused but also kind of suck.
Yeah.
Unless, because like once you get past like minor illusion and major image
They're pretty good.
are pretty good, depending on how convincing you are. But
Yes.
everything else kind of sucks, except mental image, mental prison.
image? Mental prison, yeah.
Love mental prison.
Yes.
Top 5 spells in D&D.
Yes.
Favorite, not like best. Anyway, that's it.
Yes. All right.
Illusions. He's also supposedly very funny and likes to play pranks on his fellow wizards of the Circle of 8.
Yes. I'm picking another member of the Circle of 8. And his name, but I'm going to draft Mordenkainen.
I knew it.
He's also one of the only characters who has consistently had been the same throughout the generations, except for in first edition he had long hair for some reason.
True. Yeah.
But he has mostly been bald with an evil guy mustache
Yeah.
and a bad beard and earrings.
Yep. He is also supposedly very good at chess.
And he is also, what's his name? Magnus Carlsen.
Yes. But I have a feeling Asmodeus would beat him in chess.
Yes.
Mordenkainen also had the Helmet of Disjunction,
Oh yeah.
which was featured in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, which I
Honor
enjoyed.
Among Thieves, not the other one.
Yeah.
The other one is really funny.
I thought the new one was... I didn't think it was as
It
more
was-
accurate as I would have liked, but it was fun.
It was honestly fine.
It was like Guardians of the Galaxy, but fantasy.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. You should go watch it.
Yes. He has a really dumb staff that's also a sword,
Yep.
where it's 3 rings with blades on either end.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
That's
I don't
true.
know how well it would work.
It wouldn't, is the thing.
But it'd be pretty sick.
He is typically stubborn and one who did not suffer fools,
Yep.
so he's just kind of an asshole. But like,
He did found the Circle of 8,
yeah,
which is pretty cool.
that's true. He is also convinced that enemies are everywhere.
So he's Mad-Eye Moody from the Harry Potter series.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yeah, but no. But yeah, he just kind of failed to do Strahd. Not to do Strahd, to do like that one adventure, what's it called? Like Curse of Strahd?
Yes.
He traveled to Barovia to try to slime out
that was true.
a Strahd, and he just failed.
Yeah.
And he was just stuck there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's still a bit, like, mysterious. He has also, his toenails are a venerated item in some places, which is funny.
That's pretty cool. How many toenails does he have?
Probably like 10.
Yeah. If I had to wager a gambit, I would probably say 10.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have great lore, but I think he's cool, and his staff is cool even though it wouldn't work.
Yep.
You got that.
Okay, I am taking Melf.
Oh, Melf.
Melf has some pretty mid lore, but we're getting down to the mid lore section. Yeah. / no lore section. So, he was a leader of the Knights of Luna, which was a circle of knights in Greyhawk.
Mm-hmm.
His name is an abbreviation, according to the creators of Greyhawk, of male elf. They call him Melf. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, Melf.
Melf. He is usually told to have been exiled politically from his kingdom.
Yes.
And resides in the city of Greyhawk.
Yes. Greyhawk is a world.
Yeah, but the city of Greyhawk is a city on the world.
Yep.
He created Melf's acid arrow and Melf's minute meteors.
Yes.
And Melf's unicorn arrow.
What?
I don't think I've ever seen that, but it is lore-based, and I would love to use it.
Excuse.
Anyway, there's a really sick picture of him in the player's handbook.
Oh, yeah, I know.
With the troll swinging at him, and he's just aura farming there, and he's, like, flying backward with the acid arrow just, like, hovering in his hand about to shoot it. I'm
gonna be real honest. He looks so dumb in his first edition art.
Oh, yeah.
He looks
all the first edition
so dumb, bro.
Looks cheesy.
Yeah.
Anyway, he is a fighter wizard multi-class.
Yes. Not overused at all.
Nope. It's not even that good.
It's really bad.
Anyway, Melf.
Oh, Melf.
Oh, his title is Prince Brightflame.
That's true.
As opposed to Darkflame, which is significantly cooler, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Your pick?
We'll do Lae'zel.
Okay.
We're getting down to the bad lore.
That's fine.
Yeah, Lae'zel has some pretty cool weapons because she's Githyanki, and Githyanki have very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, let's see. History. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that I can't pronounce here. But essentially she left her home and got imprisoned in a Nautilide. And then now she has a worm in her brain, and then she escaped and then crashed into Avernus and then fought in the Blood War for a little bit. And it's kind of what it looks like is her lore is just kind of doing things accidentally.
Yeah, she's a character you meet very early in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
And she looks pretty cool.
Yes.
I will be picking Delina. Delina, sure. I'm saying Delina. Delina is a moon elf wild magic sorcerer. I am not partial to wild magic, but I am partial to sorcerer. She is usually a kind of naive young woman who often loses control of her magic, and she is searching for her estranged twin brother, Deniak, who joined the Cult of the Dragon. She also, when she deemed that her wild chaotic magic was a problem, decided to exile herself to Mechanus in hopes that the Constant Order would eliminate her chaos, which I think is pretty cool. She has light blue hair. And her brother resented her ability to wield magic and had to study to achieve his own, and then fell into dark magic and joined the Cult of the Dragon, which is pretty cool.
Alright, we'll do Tensor. Tensor. So Tensor, I believe, was also in, he was a, wizard in the Forgotten Realms. He made a lot of stuff that floats, such as Tensor's floating disc and Tensor's floating bandage. And, he was in the Circle of Eight, actually. Yeah. But then he was pranked by Bigby, but with the Hood of the Weave, he turned their vodka glasses with a spell, he cast a spell on them that made their earlobes pixies. And yeah, Tensor's just kind of a random guy, and he seems to be more
Discs.
Yeah. No, it's just floating things. So there's Tensor's floating disc, and there's also Tensor's transformation, but there's also Tensor's floating bandage.
What the hell?
Yeah.
How is that helpful?
That's a great
Just summons a Band-Aid that floats 600 feet above.
Yeah.
Just like you summon a pile of Band-Aids.
You summon a Kleenex.
Yeah.
Box of Kleenex 600 feet above you, and it reaches terminal velocity at 600 feet.
Yeah, you just die unless you move. Alright, so you picked Tensor.
Yeah, this is the last one, right?
Yeah. No, there are 3 more after Tensor.
Oh, wait,
You
what?
have Jim Dark Magic, Otiliuk, and Yolande.
But you're gonna pick either Jim or Otiliuk, and I'm gonna pick the other one. So
This is entirely true.
Yeah, this is the last round.
I will be taking Otiliuk.
Yeah, okay.
He was a part of the Circle of Eight.
That's about it.
Spheres, my friend. That is all I wrote in the notes. I wrote capitalized spheres. So,
Yeah. Okay, one try.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I will be picking Jim because Jim is, he's Jim.
he is.
James Winifred Dark Magic III. No.
Sure.
Yeah, that's his name. He is a, friend of Omendran, who created Acquisitions Incorporated and also works there. He has created 2 spells, Jim's Magic Missile and Jim's Glimmering Coin or something.
Nice.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I literally can't find any lore.
I find no lore on Otiliuk other than that he's an asshole and short.
He is literally the least powerful canonical wizard. He has CR5.
Wow.
Yes. He also has a picture of himself casting. He cast disguise self on himself, so he could have glasses to stand next to a portrait of himself.
Sick.
So yeah, he's just a bit of a goober, honestly.
Cool name.
Yeah. He has two wands, and he holds them like pistols.
Yeah.
But
His name reminds me, I'm reading Dune right now. I have seen the movies, they're very good. But in preparation for the 3rd, I am reading the books.
yes.
And all the characters' names are really cool. You have, like, Thufir Hawat, Leto Atreides,
Jim.
Paul Atreides,
Paul.
who's the main character. Oh, just you wait. There's a character who's actually a pretty important character. His name is Duncan Idaho.
Yep.
And it's kind of sad considering the awesome names of every other character, and then you just have Duncan Idaho. Anyway, he's a cool character.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
All right, so Yolande was left out as we...
I literally can't find any lore for this person.
yeah.
Here, one sec.
So it'll be a best of 9, so there physically can't be a tie.
Yeah.
Good.
Alright, I got Tasha.
I have Vecna.
Okay. Both very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Tasha has more interesting lore. I feel like Vecna's a cooler character,
Yeah.
but I think Tasha's lore is more interesting.
I think Vecna's lore is more, like, story-based, and Tasha's is more, like, general, this is what I did. And I don't think there's...
I mean, Tasha's quite mysterious, but also, like, she has made a very large impact on, like, the Forgotten Realms and stuff.
True.
So, I think Tasha wins.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
Yes. Because also, I'm probably going to lose on the rest of these.
That's true.
What's your second?
My second is, I believe, Karlach.
Oh, yeah, I have Asterion. You just win.
Yeah, I win. Nothing against Asterion. Karlach's just cool.
Yeah.
My third is Asmodeus.
My third is Volo.
I'm pretty sure I win.
Yeah, but, like, Volo.
Yeah, but, like, Asmodeus.
Yeah, you got me with that one.
Okay.
My fourth is Big B.
I have Shadowheart.
Big B's lore is better. Shadowheart's lore is dumb.
I think Shadowheart's lore...
As a child, I was kidnapped, and now I like this god.
Fair enough.
Like,
as an oversimplified version, I think Shadowheart's lore is very cool, but I'll give you Big B.
Big B has actual lore, and also, please, speed, I need this.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have Minsk.
I have Evard.
Both of these guys are, like, kind of random.
Yeah,
but Evard's cooler.
I do think Evard's cooler.
Yeah, I have Mordenkainen.
I have Nice Duel.
Both of them don't have that much lore.
Yeah, regardless of how
I think Mordenkainen is more famous and like has had a bigger impact on D&D in general.
Mm-hmm.
Than Nice Duel. So I think I win that.
Fair enough.
So it's 3-3. Oh. Yeah, I have Lae'zel.
I have Melf.
Ah, Melf.
I think Melf is cooler. I think he has better lore.
I mean, all
Lae'zel just doesn't have, like, that much lore at all.
Lae'zel's lore is I accidentally did something and now I'm here. So
yeah.
Mine is Tensor. Tensor doesn't have lore.
Mine is Delina. And Delina actually has some pretty sick lore.
Okay, you can have that.
Okay.
Mine is Jim... Oh, what's his middle name? James Winifred Dark Magic the Third.
Otiliuk.
Mine is better because Jim is just funnier.
Yeah.
And Otiliuk's kind of an ass.
He is really rude. Yeah, I'll give it to you. I still win.
So it's 4-5, so you win.
Yeah.
Good job, Graham.
Thank you. Well, as I said at the top of the episode, our next draft should be an Aura draft for final bosses. And I am very excited for that one. I think it'll be very cool.
Yes. Also, we have decided something. Once we get our 300 downloads, I'm thinking we can probably do a session 0.
Yes.
And then we can have a month for everyone to prepare. And then the following month, we will do session 1. And then we'll see what happens.
We will probably release it. What do we want to do? First Monday or fourth Monday? Would be
I mean, technically we release on Wednesdays.
Well, that's true, but recording-wise.
I think probably first Monday, but we'll see what works with our friend. Our friend Evan is going to be recording with us.
Yes, he is.
So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
See ya.